My sister invited me to her baby shower only to publicly announce that my late husband is the father of her baby and demand half of my inheritance. So I showed her some documents that made her turn pale. My husband Ryan died 14 months ago. Cancer took him at 36. We had 8 years together. Not long enough, but he made sure I was taken care of. His tech company shares, his life insurance, his savings. Everything came to me. Around 2.3 million total. My sister Brooke and I were never close. She was the pretty one, the charming one, the one who always needed saving. I was the responsible one who married young and built a quiet life. When Ryan got sick, Brooke visited exactly twice. Both times she asked to borrow money. When he died, she showed up to the funeral in a red dress and spent the reception flirting with his coworkers. I should have cut her off then, but she was still my sister. 3 months ago, Brooke announced she was pregnant. She wouldn't say who the father was, just smiled and said it was complicated. Mom was thrilled. A grandchild. She didn't care about the details. The baby shower invitation arrived in a lavender envelope with gold lettering. Brooke had rented out a fancy venue downtown, 50 guests, catered food. The whole thing probably cost more than she made in 2 months. I almost didn't go. Something felt wrong. But Mom called 3 times begging me to support my sister during this special time. So I bought a gift basket and showed up. The venue was decorated in soft pink and white. Brooke stood at the center in a flowing dress, one hand on her belly, glowing with something that looked less like joy and more like victory. When she saw me walk in, she smiled. That smile made my stomach drop. The shower went normally at first. Games, gifts, cake. Then Brooke stood up and tapped her glass. I have an announcement. The room went quiet. Everyone turned to look at her. I've kept the father's identity secret because I wanted to wait for the right moment. She looked directly at me. The father of my baby is Ryan, my late brother-in-law. The room gasped. I felt the floor tilt. What? Ryan and I had a connection for years. We tried to fight it, but some things are meant to be. Before he died, he told me he wished he'd chosen me instead. She pulled out her phone and started reading what she claimed were text messages between them. Romantic messages, promises, plans to leave me. My hands were shaking. This is a lie. Brooke kept going. Since this baby is Ryan's child, I believe I'm entitled to half of his estate. My sister got everything when he died, but his real legacy is growing inside me. She put her hand on her stomach. I just want what's fair for my baby. His baby. Mom stood up, tears in her eyes. Oh, Brooke, why didn't you tell us sooner? We'll make sure you get what you deserve. The room erupted in whispers. People were looking at me with pity, with disgust, with judgment. Poor Brooke, someone murmured. Imagine finding out your husband was in love with your sister. I sat frozen while my dead husband's memory was dragged through the mud in front of 50 people. Then something cold settled over me, because I knew something Brooke didn't. I opened my purse and pulled out a folder. I'd brought it just in case. Call it instinct. Call it knowing my sister. Brooke saw the folder and her smile flickered. What's that? I stood up slowly. You want to talk about Ryan? Let's talk about Ryan. I pulled out the first document. This is Ryan's medical record from 3 years ago. He had a vasectomy after we decided not to have children. The procedure was successful. He was tested twice. 0 sperm count. The room went dead silent. Brooke's face went white. That's not possible. We were together. I pulled out the second document. This is a notarized letter from Ryan's oncologist. Due to his cancer treatment, he was physically incapable of fathering a child for the last 2 years of his life. Even if he wanted to, he couldn't. Brooke grabbed the edge of her chair. Her pregnant belly suddenly looked like evidence of something else entirely. I pulled out the third document, and this is the phone records from Ryan's number for the past 3 years. He never texted you, not once.